Welcome into the Bunker Podcast. Today, I want to talk to you guys about Bitcoin. Talk to you guys just let's jump into the charts here real quick because obviously what we're seeing is a pretty big crash here from Bitcoin on the daily. I did try to tell people, obviously, hopefully anyone who's following me would have been out by now for sure. When we touch this 200-day moving average on the daily, to me, it was pretty obvious. And you could see in the days after that we were getting rejected hard at that level as well. And not only that, but we got rejected at this long-term trend level that actually takes us from these two spots here as well as that there. So it was a perfect spot, really. It was sort of the perfect storm to get rejected there. I do think that in the short term, we are oversold here. And if you saw one of my videos, the last video I put out, one way that you can potentially day trade some of these stocks, and none of this is financial advice. I don't recommend day trading. I'm not personally day trading, but I'm just watching for now until I find somewhere I can do it, without fees and things like that. Obviously there's like DYDX, but you have to have a VPN for that. So we'll see what I can figure out. But as you can see, when we have a large crash here away from the 1 hour, potentially a buying zone. Although in these two scenarios, we did have sort of a bear pennant that formed. So you would have probably wanted to get out when it wasn't going anywhere. It was just flat. So right now, I do think we're bottoming. We're very far away from the hourly as well as the 4 hourly. As you can see, we crashed really hard here, and usually these will get picked up. We do see the 20 SMA going, crossing the 200 there. But anytime, I mean, this is anytime that we have like something that goes this far down from the 4 hourly, it usually will get picked up. So just look at that right there and keep in mind that how far away we are from the 4 hourly. So definitely not a time to sell. If you wanted to sell, I would definitely say to wait. Again, I mean, hopefully most of you are out if you follow this channel. But if you happen to be just clicking on this and, maybe you're not subscribed, go ahead and do so. I've been on point with, pretty much every single one of these moves, telling people to sell, sell, sell. This is a bear market, and we are going through, basically bear market rallies. And now we are in the mode where you sell the rally. You do not buy the dip. You sell the rally. And so a lot of people are just sitting back with their coins, and they're basically knowing that these rallies are going to come, and then they will sell to you as in that scenario. So as we can see in the short term, I do think we could come up to around 42,200, somewhere around there. Just check the 20 4-hourly SMA to see where that is at, and that will probably end up being like 42 once we rally back up to that. I do think we're pretty oversold here. So just wanted to hop on real quick. We can take a look at ETH as well and see what that's doing. Yeah, I mean, ETH on the 4 hourly, interestingly enough, has not made this cross yet. It is below 3,000, which is a key, obviously, point where we'd want to see support. We have a couple things really. We have this low that we put in. We definitely would not want to lose. We would not want to lose that. And of course we lost that here, and that's when it gets bought up. But let's take a look at it on the hourly and see if this is anything to trade so far. I mean, I do think that there is room for a little bit farther downside here for ETH. Although, it's possible that we're forming a rounded bottom here. We are a little bit off the 1 hourly. So that's something to look at. As we can see back here, when we did get off the 1 hourly, that's when you want to buy. when we got off the 1 hourly, that's when you wanted to buy here. So keep in mind that this is looking similar to good buying points in the past for ETH. So yeah, I mean, I would say it's a buying opportunity here. You know, I think that in terms of, again, we got rejected at the 200 SMA. I try to tell people that as well. They both came up to these perfect levels. And I mean, for some reason, I mean, I'm not even on crypto Twitter anymore, but I just know that they were getting bullish at the top again, based on some of the YouTube videos that I would see. So again, we're coming into support here on the daily. And again, we could be making a attempt at a higher low here. So I would say in terms of ETH, in terms of Bitcoin, these are decent opportunities to average yourself in. And, you know, dollar cost average. It's not an opportunity to go all in. It's not an opportunity to sell. It's not really anything. The only thing it would probably be is to average in slowly, or if you're like playing with some small time money, maybe do a little bit of a day trade, try to see if you can get in here and, you know, maybe catch a bid back up to these levels around 3,200. So, you know, I just wanted to get in here real quick. Obviously, you know, for me personally, I do think that we're going lower. You know, if you look at this on the weekly time frame, we have a lot of room to go, and we're just crossing. I think, did we cross officially? We did. We just had our first official weekly death cross on Ethereum. So this has already happened in Bitcoin. We have not seen it in Ethereum yet, but we finally got the death cross there. And as you can see how wide we are on the moving averages, this is when you want to accumulate, when we're actually skinny on the moving averages. You sell when we're wide, and we're very wide still. You know, so I do think that the 200 will continue to move up. You know, maybe this is where we catch support, like 2,000. I mean, I've said 1,000. I think that's probably maybe a little bit too bearish, but you know, obviously we're going to catch support pretty strongly at this 1,740 level. You know, but again, maybe in a crash scenario, we get to 1,000. I'm not saying we're going to stay down there. This is sort of a slower bear market situation here. And I would say that this is the final complacency leg. I don't think that we're going to necessarily get back above 3,500 here, 3,600. I don't see that happening. I think we could get a short-term squeeze rally to 32. What you wouldn't want to see on the daily, I guess, is sort of this these bear pennants that we put in. See how we kind of were flat. You know, we just kept crashing off of these bear pennants until we finally form like this a little bit more of a rounded bottom here on the up and down case. But if we just kind of like, you know, we just kind of move around like this, like flat, but like a little bit up, that's not what you want to see. Then I would say, you know, we would have like another move down, and then maybe we make a lower low, which would be bad. And then you can really see, you know, that 1,740 come into play. So hopefully you guys got something out of the video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and have a great rest of your day.